Isolation Nation. This is the Social Distancing Social Club. I'm Ben Gleib, and this morning, this appeared at my front door. More on this in a moment as we dive deep, because there's notes written on it. So please welcome the second leg of the four-legged tripod that has now made chickens appearing randomly at people's places a thing, Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's good to be here. Welcome to the show. Happy to be here on the Social Distancing Social Club. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube, doing all that stuff. Throw in those Facebook stars. And with that, by the way, Ben, so you won't tell us what the notes say?
I'll wait till all four of us are on here.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
But I don't know what's up with your background. Why do you have a green screen showing on your background? Because you're making fun of somebody?
No, it's a green screen. It's normal to have a green screen in your background. What's weird about it?
Oh, got it. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Bow wow.
Hey, what's up? I think you're making fun of Ricky Glore with his thing way in the back of his whole.
I was not. I'm just making fun of the idea of a green screen on a green screen. I think it's fun.
Gotcha. But it works perfectly for. Okay, perfect. Secondly,
very stupid.
Ben, I think that chicken's mouth is the right size. That's good. Thirdly, have to apologize. I was wrong. I did some research over this week, and turns out that Kiefer Sutherland was not Charlie Sheen's brother. I'm sorry. I was wrong about that. It was actually Emilio Estevez. So you guys are right. I was wrong, and I apologize. So
I genuinely enjoy the idea that you were like doing active research on that. Like that.
Well, actually, I saw The Undoing with Donald Sutherland. I'm like, oh wait, that's Kiefer's dad, not Martin Sheen. I was wrong. So I didn't do a lot of research, but I did know I was wrong. Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how are you doing?
Happy Friday, everybody. I have one request for the show, if we could. Steve, if you could keep your hands where we can't see them. No, don't you do it. Don't do it. I'll come down. Oh, thanks, Taylor.
That's what she used to say a lot while they were dating. Okay.
That was weird.
By the way, we have a very special guest here today. We'll tell you in a minute who that is. Two special guests for a fucking Fan Friday. Normally there aren't guests, and today we got guests. So
today we got guests.
We will announce them shortly that they're in the title and description of the episode.
Do we want to get to them before we do the overnight game, Ben, or do we want to do the overnight game first? What's our plan?
Let's do the overnight game real quick.
All right, cool. The overnight game was fun. It was Holiday a Penis movie, or Penis a Holiday movie. So Holiday Penis a movie.
Holiday a Penis movie.
Yeah, Holiday Penis movie.
How many penis movies are there?
That's you take a porn movie and you reverse it. So instead of making a Christmas movie porn, you take a porno, Debbie
That's kind of funny.
Gives the children of Dallas presents. I don't know. So it was Holiday Penis. All right. So Rachel had Penis the Snowman. Smash had It's a Wonderful Penis. But my favorite was Randy Longmire's, which was Bone Alone, which I count as a Christmas movie.
So do I.
All right, well, today's game, we are Hanukkah-ing a movie because there are so many Christmas movies out there. There are hardly any Hanukkah movies, so we decided to Hanukkah a movie. So what you do is you take the title of a movie and you make it about Hanukkah. So like 8 Days Later, or Like Oil for Chocolate, or Midnight Menorah Run. The point is, you make it a Hanukkah movie. Don't do anything offensive, please. If you want to participate in the game, what you do is you submit on any of our streams. You just comment on any of our streams with your idea for it, whether that is our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, or our Facebook. But you can also enter to win our prize at the end of the show, as well as have a much better chance of having yours being read. And the way you do that is you do it with a tip, at least $5 of a Venmo, a PayPal, or a Super Chat. Throw yours in there, and we will be reading those at the end.
So allow me to quickly share this, and then we should invite our special guests on and then open it to our audience. But this is at my door today, and it says Shelley Friedman on the side.
Friedman or Fried Man?
Fried Man. So it's a little ominous. And then it says letter inside. And then it says from, I'm not even gonna tell you who it's from yet. So you pull this open.
Letter and a chicken? Okay.
And let's see what's up. There's a letter, a sealed letter.
What?
What is happening?
Was the head like sawed? Like, could you tell?
It just was obvious you could open it that way.
Carmela's come up with some really creative ways to tell you she doesn't want to have sex with you. This is really.
Yeah, you open up the letter and it just says
no.
Thanks, Ben.
I have not yet read this letter. It's from Carrier Chicken. Typed out. Look at this. December 1, 2020. Dear Quarantine, hope your holidays are excellent. SDSC is extremely important. Cracks me up every day, even when my brain is scrambled. Ho nest. Big sugar, big love, Jessica Keibel, everybody.
Nice. For a minute, I was like, Ben, if you sent this thing to yourself full of puns, I'm going to murder you.
What's that tube in the chicken's throat? Does he like spit stuff out of his mouth or something?
I think it's some. I don't understand exactly.
Soap dispenser?
I don't know how this works or what this is.
I think that is like some sort of rubber chicken water gun.
He just spits water in his mouth? Okay.
That could be. I like that. Okay. Or maybe it is soap. You put soap and you squeeze it and
he comes out of his mouth.
And then everybody has a good time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that.
You know, with soap. Everyone loves soap.
True that. True that. Okay, so I would love to now welcome our special guests to the show. They are returning champions, returning favorites. You might know this duo from television favorites such as Glow or Better Call Saul, from their show Cheap Seats, or from this Saturday, tomorrow, they're doing their podcast, their hit podcast, Dumb People Town, at Nowhere Comedy. They're the ones to help make us have to have a bigger capacity at our club, thanks to them and Birbiglia both, and they're about to sell that out. Please welcome the Sklar brothers.
Hi, you guys. What up?
What is up?
See, I like that you guys put a white wall on your green screen. See,
I did. I spent the whole morning painting my house white. White?
Painting your house white.
I had to check with my white. I had to check with my white to see if I could paint my white. He painted his house white, and now I can't get a job in Hollywood. No, but I painted my house white, and now it's part of QAnon. So I think that's kind of cool.
Here's my question, boys. Do you guys like draft like facial stuff? So like, did one guy, I got mustache, and I was like, I got glasses, so you look separate. Or I got beard. Is it like a snake draft, like fantasy football, or do you call each other? How's this?
The problem is it's a snake draft. So Randy got two, like right out of the gate. I got sideburns and that. I mean, and I had to wait. You just don't want to get in the 6th round and have to do a goatee. I mean, that's. Dave's house is so white it just donated to Kyle Rittenhouse's fund. Hey, come on. My house is so white it gives out full-size candy bars on Halloween. That's a
Wait, but how did you guys decide that Jason was gonna have glasses, Randy wasn't? What was the determination on that? Was it just due to eye abilities or what?
Well, we're gonna play a game later, and maybe that's gonna be part of the game. But that's a good tease. It's a good tease. That's what we call a tease.
Okay. Yeah, we are doing two truths and a lie with Randy and Jason Sklar in a little bit. But first, let us welcome.
Wait! Before you introduce the front row, I just want to say I just finally realized what happened, and I want to thank the Sklars for letting me know this. The reason for my recent facial hair was because I missed my fantasy draft and I hadn't put it together.
You let them auto draft your face. They're always going to take.
It was the Yahoo auto draft in my league.
Auto drafted my face is fucking
hilarious. Steve totally missed his fantasy draft because he's been quarantined alone. That definitely wasn't his top pick. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our video VIP front row to the show. Turn on your cameras, lend us your faces. We are joined today by Allison Deming with her halo horns. We've got Jason with his Santa cap. We've got Tam Brown joining us. Let's see what Tam is saying today. In response to New California and New Nevada, the delegates from New Chicago would like to file a brief as well. Love that. We are joined by Chris LaBelle, everybody. We are joined by Tina from New Zealand, who's in New Zealand and is named Tina. Who, Rob?
She can do the finger thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
Tina.
No,
Finger
Tina,
thing.
Tina, no. Tina, no.
Hell yeah,
Oh.
Tina.
Tina, bad
She
Tina.
knows what's up.
Bad Tina.
That's that's a big part of. I guess maybe it makes it easier to grow up without friends if you always got little friends there that you can talk to. Really exciting. We've got Rob. We've got Jan Skittles Johnson. We've got Brad Northern. We got Zara B from Australia joining us with a shirt that has.
How many times do you have to see that on the show and not know what it is? That's the Pups
It's
Over People
Melton.
shirt. The
That's
Leedy
Melton
is
and the
picture.
pups. I know. I knew. I wanted to
And
not
the
know.
pups. Okay.
We are joined by LJ Mutz is here with us. I hope you framed the picture already, LJ. We've got Frank Notaro with us. Frankie Angles. We've got Marissa Francis Harnedy. Welcome back.
Hi.
Becca Lynn is here. Hello, Becca. We've got Shannon Burke here with a menorah-themed framed photo. I like that a lot. We are joined by Adler in a tent. We see Adler's face yet again. He's in some kind of a yurt. Holy shit. We've got Leedy E. Drobbins. We've got Bill Thompson with us, slightly askew. Stephanie Toth coming to us from the blinds company that is run by Micah Fox's boyfriend. Father. Andrea Gordon is with us, our friends. We've got Jessica sends people chickens with letters in them, hoping it gets caught by the shore. Jessica Kybel and Anna Hood is here. Hello, everybody. It's going to be a good, fuck it, it's Fan Fridays.
And we do have 2 new patrons in the Patreon. So Allison Deming joined the Isolation Pinned level, and Monica McLean joined the Isolation Nation level. So thanks so much. And check that out. Patreon.com/SDSC.
Well done. Well done.
I wrote this 2 days ago, and I put it on my fucking computer so I wouldn't forget. It says / not back.
It's actually, guys, there was actually a ruling 2 days ago. They just changed it back to /
We finally made America great again.
They've been trying to take America back for the last 4 years. So
Yes, they have. And by the way, when you get your pin, I don't even have mine yet, but we should all wear the pin sometimes, and you can be able to see them. So I made SDSC pretty big on it, so you'll be able to see that pin popping. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's all I have to say about that.
Nice.
Ben, are you sponsored by McDonald's today?
Yes, we are brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving shit.
Hey, I have a question. Is how to Jews a guy in 8 days, is that offensive, or is that something I could use for the game?
I don't know. You might be pushing it. Like, yeah.
I think if Ben
How
said
to
it,
choose
it'd
a
be
guy
okay.
in 8 days is fine.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how you say it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be like, how to lose a Jew. Like, I wouldn't be angry about it. That's how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're like, if you say it like how to Jews, like, no, you don't want to.
Tone,
Like, say it
tone
nice.
matters. Tone matters, Bowers. Tone.
Tone does
I
matter.
agree.
Randy and Jason, how do you guys celebrate Hanukkah? Did you have a very festive night last night?
What do you do, Ran? We don't really talk to each other when we're not performing.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's-
I'm learning right now that he celebrates Hanukkah, so that's a new. We light the candles. Here's the thing with Hanukkah, and this is my beef with Hanukkah. Hanukkah should never have tried to compete with Christmas. Like, we're only up against Christmas because it's the same season. It's not the same holiday. Like, the fact that Hanukkah's trying to do 8 days of presents, no, like, if you get 3 great presents on Christmas, then whoever's, shopping for you is batting 1,000. They love you. Once you go past 4, like, then you're just giving, like, a bank calendar. Like, I don't know what it's like no one can go for 8 straight days. So I think Hanukkah made a mistake. We need to come up with like other things that aren't going up against it. Like Hanukkah should have traditions like, foot massage on the third night. Like we need present related that we can make ours. Last night we had like a huge present gap in our house where like one kid, my oldest daughter is 15. I got her the Taylor Swift album on vinyl Folklore. She was so excited, so excited. The other daughter, we got her a pair of high top Converse black shoe, which she wanted so much, and she was so excited. My wife got a pair of slippers that she's like, I want these slippers, but then didn't. She's like, oh, you don't have to get them for me. And we got them anyway and gave it to her. Then my wife gave me a thing that you can plug into your phone that takes photos off your phone and put it on a hard drive. I was like, did you give me the gift of busy work? I was like, I'm sorry, I guess. Like, are we breaking up right now?
I love the idea that she gave you what can already be done with Wi-Fi.
Right.
But
No.
Couple things here. First of all, Jason,
I had mine.
you are supposed to get a massage on the third day. Do you not?
Thank you. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I just know that it's impossible for Jews to ever have a happy ending. So.
It's our guilty pleasure.
It is what it is.
By the way,
wait, hold on a second. But I want so badly that exact thing. I've been researching on Amazon. This little mini flash drive that can take media off your phone and store it. I want it so bad. My phone fills up constantly.
I was like, I can't wait.
I would love that.
I said, I can't wait for tomorrow night, honey, when you get me a cord wrangler.
Need one of those too. Have you seen my place? I need cords.
Yeah.
I very much agree. I very much agree with the Sklars on this. The idea of like Christmas is a day, and then we were like, hey, Hanukkah is going to be 8 days. And then Christmas was like, well, the 12 days of Christmas. We're like, fucking, God damn it.
Yeah. And it's also such like a thin miracle that we celebrate for Hanukkah. The Jews have the land of Israel now, finally, a place to call home, but it's the one place in the Middle East that is, the sands have no oil in them whatsoever. It's an oil dry place. So Hanukkah celebrates that back in the Maccabee days, one night of oil miraculously lasted 8 days. The whole holiday basically is just celebrating the one time Jews got a good deal on oil.
That's
it. It's olive oil too. It wasn't
right. It
wasn't even anything that was worth much. It
was good oil, yeah.
I mean, there is a moment in every Hanukkah where you get like tube socks. That's like what's the gift as kids. So you're basically getting the thing that other people, the Christians, put presents in. That then you can put candy in for kids who are getting real fucking electronics.
That is so true. My parents only tried one time ever to give us 8 gifts for Hanukkah. Literally only attempted it once. Day 2 was like pencil erasers. I'm like, I'm out. Just give us one good gift.
Oh, we did 8 gifts every year, and they were awful every year. It was one of those things where like, if my parents were going to give us one gift, it still would have been awful. So they took the dollar value of that, the $12 they would have spent on that one gift, and they divided it by 8.
Yeah.
And they have 4 of us. And so like by the end, they would like be giving us this box, we like, oh man, this is what's in this box. It's like, no, that's the gift. It's the empty box.
It's the box. The night 2 box becomes the night 8 gift. Thanks so much for these Post-it notes.
Yeah.
Now
used Post-it notes from 1983.
I mean, this phone number isn't even in service anymore. That's right.
You can't call this plumber anymore. It's now a McDonald's. I'm loving shit. This is when Steve's obsession with finding out what's in the box started, by the way.
Here's my question: if your parents get divorced when you're a kid, do you get 16 Hanukkahs? Is that how it works?
No,
you get separate Hanukkahs. First of all,
I got I had 2 Christmases. It was great. I got a ton of presents when my parents got divorced.
I can't think of anything worse than 16 Hanukkahs. Actually, I can. It's when you hear stories about people like guys who have a second family. Now, I understand a mistress, but an entire second family, that's like 4 guinea pigs that you're buying. Can you do your homework? I just to say, can you go out and you like asking people? Did I nag you yet to take the garbage out, or was that my other?
Randy, you're being an amateur here. What you do is you take the homework from one of the kids in the first family and you give it to the kid in the second family to turn in. That's what you do.
Well, you just find the smartest kid out of all the families, and he just tutors all the rest of the kids. I think that's.
Dad, where did you get this from? I don't know. I gotta come around. Definitely not my second family. Did I say that? Go take out the garbage.
Dad, who's Mark S? Why'd you give him his paper? Oh, I don't know Mark S. Don't worry about it.
Radu Bandar has a great bit about how people who have two families, those are the people who should win the Best Actor awards.
Yes.
Like the idea that it's all ad lib, all on the fly, you never get a second take.
Yeah, I don't know what it must be like, but I'd have to assume it's like that one episode of Three's Company where John Ritter also played Tex, his twin brother from Texas, and there were even scenes they were in the same room, and there was a cowboy hat on one side of the couch, you take it off for the other, and it was flawless. I mean, you really didn't know who was who.
Ben, we all got that reference.
The Sklar brothers got it.
Unfortunately, we.
I think if you had two families, the first family would kind of like be an open mic. You'd like try out shit on the first mic, but if it worked, you'd do it on the second mic. So you'd have one family that was really fun and great and fucked you all the time. The lady, and then you'd have one family that didn't like you. I think that's how you'd work.
Did you just say one family that fucked you all the time?
I fucked that up. I meant one wife that fucked you all the time. That's nothing in my head. I'm not saying. Now I will say the kind of guy who has two families probably fucks most of them, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to.
Now we're just like, oops, I accidentally fucked my family. Let me just start over.
As you're fucking your entire family, you're like, remind me not to do that with my second family.
You're like, boy, this first show really went sideways, huh?
You're fucking your second family, and you're like, oh, damn it, there was something I needed to remind myself. It was this, wasn't it? It was this.
Second family Friday is why I quit being a dad.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, guys, we gotta wrap up by 4:30 so I can get to my other show.
All right, I've got 12 generals. So Allison Deming tipped us, I think it was yesterday, and it was a late overnight game entry, and it came through on PayPal. And all it says, I didn't see the game entry. All I said was, this popped in my head last night, so I thought I would give it a go, even though it may be coloring outside of the lines of the assignment, which likely disqualifies, but it was fun. And then there was no entry. Listen, if that was you, shoot me a message in the chat. Is she in a front row
that
today?
seems like something you would have written, Rachel. Are you sure that wasn't your end?
No, it wasn't me. Technics.
By the way, Rachel, quickly, I love the way your tortilla shines in the sunlight. That softly is diffused through the winter light.
It's not a pita. It's not a thick tortilla.
I assume that you were slowly cooking it.
Technics tipped the show and said the Queen is present. All rise. #FreakyFanFriday. Always.
Yeah.
So Kent Benny Lenny on Facebook has been sending Swedish krona, and it's so funny because the YouTube just writes out the emoticon. So the first one had nothing, and it was like equivalent of $3. So thank you. And then it says super sticker a banana. And there was just a banana, and then there was
Swedish dollars and a Swedish banana. Is that what that is?
There were two different tips, and then the third tip, it was like $1, and it was super sticker a banana peel. So thank you. And then he tipped again, probably like $2 more, and said super sticker an opened cardboard box with the words unboxing.
I thought he was slowly undressing that banana.
We'll keep them coming. We also had Miranda Forner tip the show $40 and say tip.
Thank you.
So thanks.
Was it a super sticker of a tip?
It was not. It was in Venmo.
Is it okay that I don't understand anything that's been said for the last 3 minutes?
Yeah. You don't watch the show, you wouldn't.
Oh, we've never seen it.
Mario Miser tipped the show $20. To the Queens for the hands.
Or the
Not
black
the
man.
fingers.
Yes, stop it.
Razor tipped the show and said, I don't think this is a game entry, but I'm going to say it. No, I didn't. I just wanted to say to all my Jewish brothers and sisters out there, from your Catholic, half English, half Irish, half German, half French, half Cuban, Spanish, Mexican, Aztec brother, happy sheep. We just forewarn, because I'm not Jewish, I'm gonna fuck up all of these words today. Happy Shishi. I was gonna steal
What?
Dennis Wolfberg. Shishi?
It's
S-H-I-
shishi. It's shishi. It's the ancient Jewish tradition of shishi.
You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not.
He's making a Hanukkah joke about the idea of there's lots of ways to spell Hanukkah.
I mean,
And it's that way, Shishi?
and I don't want to get too current right now, but she is now referring to itself as they. Yes, that is.
I was searching for that joke but couldn't get to it. I'm like, nope, I'm not even going to try it. And then you guys nailed it perfectly. That's great.
Just try it with your second family later.
Right.
I will.
My kids are so like up on all of that stuff. I said, is it okay if on our Twitter profile that we share or on our Instagram profile we just use our pronouns they, them? I'm like, I think that'd be funny, and they're like, no, that's not funny at all.
Wait, for twins, that is kind of funny. For twins, it makes perfect
Super
sense.
funny. I still don't think you can do it, but it's super funny. You're not wrong that it's fucking hilarious. But
We identify as a they, but
And
my
we
kids
have
are
been
like,
for
"But
years."
it's been brave of us. The
to do
people that know what it is will get mad. All right,
yeah,
And what about if you write we/us?
that's
Yes,
right.
we identify.
I said we identify as people/persons.
All right, to
So,
finish up.
Rachel, he was referencing Dennis Wolfberg used to have a bit where he said Happy Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. That's
Yeah.
what he said. I was going to steal Dennis Wolfberg's Happy Shaka Khan, but Steve preemptively stole it from me a few weeks ago.
But also, just want to point out how many halves he was.
Yeah.
It's like three
Yeah.
people equivalent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was enough people to give a decent present on Hanukkah, or enough people for a second family.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Technics tipped the show and said, tips for Tina's Freaky Fan Friday finger flexing fund. Do not put her back on camera. Becky Lynn tipped the show $25 because you're all awesome and why the hell not? Happy Hanukkah. Technics said, sit in at Gleib and what's in the box, LaBelle?
that's opposite, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means, but it's been a long quarantine and I'm eating myself now.
Can you please never do that on camera? And then Technics tipped the show again. Super sticker, a super shot which shall not be named. I think he wrote that. I don't think that was an actual sticker. But I don't know. Tam Brown tipped the show. General. It was you just said general.
Nice.
And we're caught up, thank God.
All right. Well, we've got a couple things we're doing with the Sklars. You guys want to do the two truths and a lie first? Or you want to do your comedy set first? We'll give you the ball. What do you want?
What do you want to do, Rand? Let's do two truths and a lie. It's fun. We'll warm it up with that. Okay.
All right.
You guys
I like
ready?
it.
You guys
So
ready?
two truths and a lie with the Sklars. Here we go.
I'll give you three facts, and you guys have to decide two truths and a lie. Okay.
Perfect. And also, just to give you the one rule that we do have for this.
I already gave it to him, Ben. You missed sound check.
A very intimate moment played out on stage.
That's right.
Okay. So here's fact number one. Randy now hates cilantro because his wife told him not to like it anymore. Okay, that's number one.
Okay.
That one's already true.
Here's another one. I have been to Burning Man twice. I've been to Burning Man twice, and I've never been.
Okay.
And fact number three, I actually don't need the glasses. It's just something that we've decided to do to differentiate ourselves on stage.
Oh.
Two truths and a lie.
Hmm.
Two families
Wow.
and one
Two
Hanukkah.
true
families and one guy. Yeah.
You gotta commit hard to just wear glasses when you don't need them.
Ooh, that was.
I'm gonna
that was-
guess the last one is the lie
Mm-hmm.
because you wouldn't be wearing them when you were off stage unless you're just so into the character.
Glass. You've seen people wear just glass.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that- like my glasses aren't real. This is just so my face looks more
Fuck
distinct.
off, Bowers.
Well, but also, and I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with those are actually your glasses, and that's why you haven't been to Burning Man. So I'm gonna go with the last one as the lie.
Oof. I would like to believe that Randy's been to Burning Man, but the way you said twice seemed like a lie. And so I think it's got to be glasses. I think it's got to be glasses. It's the lie.
It's a lie. Okay.
Okay.
Rachel?
Yeah, I think either you guys have both been to Burning Man or neither one of you has been to Burning Man. I can't imagine one of you went to Burning Man without the other one.
Powers can't imagine that twins have different lives. It's very
No,
limited.
I'm just saying, if you were going to go to Burning Man, you'd bring your brother with you. I think
that's
that
a lie. The Burning Man.
because you guys are gonna write 14 hours of material about it. You can't have half of you there and half of you not. That would fuck up the whole thing. So I'm going with you.
Fair.
Either you've both been to Burning Man or neither one of you been to Burning Man, but Burning Man's the lie.
Okay.
All right, Rachel, what's yours?
I think it's the glasses because if it's not, like, that's a hell of a bit. And I'm very impressed, but I think it's the glasses.
All right, so 3 of us on glasses, Bowers on Burning Man.
Okay, you guys ready? Do we
Yeah.
let anyone else guess, or we're just going to reveal it right now?
Reveal it right now.
It's just us,
Okay.
yeah.
The lie is the glasses. I need my glasses.
He needs his glasses. Yes.
Right. And what's crazy is that Randy's eyesight is starting to get not great, and
I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, and I refuse to let him get glasses because this is my thing now.
Like a normal person, I probably should get glasses, but I'm like, I got it.
It's definitely LASIK for Randy if that's happening. It's LASIK
Right.
for its contacts.
I won't drive at night. I'm bumping into shit all the time.
You can't read it.
That's fine. You got to do it for the bit. You got to keep it up for the
Gotta do
bit.
it for the bit.
Got to
For the
preserve
bit.
this.
The way that I remembered which one of you is which one of you many years ago was I made up a little rhyme for myself, and I go, Jason is chasing better vision. And that's how I do it.
So good.
That's how I do it. Thank you.
This is the first time I realized that only one of you wears glasses.
Really? Don't pay
Hey, their
attention.
eyes are up here, Steve. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Have you ever noticed that Jason and Steve are never wearing glasses at the same time?
Oh my goodness.
It's a very good point, Ben. It's a very good point.
Wait a minute.
Hang on a
What?
second.
My God. Wait, how? Oh my. Okay, well, it's been a good show, everybody, and
Are you serious? Is that what happened? You couldn't get in time? I'm saying I just look weird without glasses. Without glasses, I look like a totally different person. So I even
I gotta say, this is a weird thing to say, Bowers, but without glasses, you look like you have bad vision. I don't know
Yes,
how
you
that
do.
comes across, but it
Without
does.
glasses, you look like you need glasses.
Yeah.
yeah. Without glasses, you look a lot more like Ursula from The Little Mermaid. It's incredible.
she did have perfect vision. That was one of her powers. She gave you legs, and she had good vision. That was her. Thing.
Ariel, for sure, if she found a pair of glasses, would keep it in her weird room.
Yes.
That's right.
And I just want to say, Randy, as someone who hates cilantro, like, I appreciate the gesture.
I mean, it tastes like dishwashing soap. She didn't
It
tell me it
does.
tastes like this.
No.
She kind of, all right, she convinced me, but still, I'm like, it's awful. It's terrible.
Didn't you guys know? I'm pretty sure I'm not making this up. There's a condition where some percent of the population thinks it tastes like dishwashing soap, but it does
It's a
not.
genetic thing.
You know, most of the time I order my salads with palm olive on the side, just so I can sprinkle.
I like hearts of palm olive on there. Delicious. Adds a little crunch.
soaking in it.
I like to put a little cascade of it on top.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cascade.
Small cascade. That's it.
I like blasting Cascades music while I splash a little olive oil upon it. And and the salad lasts for 8 days, and it's incredible.
The salad miracle.
It really is.
I love
That's,
it.
I've
that's
definitely
why we
had
didn't have
that
to use our salad
sometimes.
shooters.
Sometimes when I was like, oh no, I'm out of olive oil. And then I realized, oh, there's another one behind it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a Hanukkah miracle.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there couldn't be a more Jewish reason to celebrate because even back then when they relied on oil heavily, who had a great sense of the amount of days left based on the bottle? Probably just one guy was like, oh, there's about a day in here. And it lasted 8 days. You're like, oops, I guess I was wrong.
Ben, but this wasn't for them cooking. This was like how they used electricity, basically.
How they
This
lit the
was
Eh.
This was survival. This is how they lived.
You got him there, Ben. No, you cannot argue with that is you can't argue with that. Once you get it's done. It's over.
Good point. All right, are we gonna do? Speaking of oil, are we gonna do the roast?
Yeah.
Do we have somebody to roast? Yeah.
Yeah, we're roasting Jen and then Jess,
Jessica.
and we also
Roasting
have
Jess
Anna.
Keibel.
We are, but then we're gonna have Anna Hood do two truths and a lie at some point.
Yeah. So, and we
Love
still got to do the Sklar set. So, Jessica, are you ready for your roast and then apology?
He's gonna apologize, Jess.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
All right, here we go.
Jess,
All right.
by the way, is definitely has mixed feelings because when I asked her if she wanted to do this, she said, "I guess I can't hide forever." So here we go.
How am I gonna roast someone who is already blazing constantly? How is this gonna be possible? If I roast you, you won't even notice. I do enjoy how high you get, because as high as I felt on the 420 episode, and I was panicked, and I was like, "This is never gonna go away," and I'm like, "Jess is fine. It'll be okay." It'll be good. Which I appreciate. I do like that. You know that you live up in the States where you have to get high to be entertained, which is nice. That whole New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine cluster is kind of a like, well, what is there to do? It's like, well, we should smoke, and they'll be like, okay, that's good. I think that's why that COVID isn't hitting Vermont very hard, because everybody's just at home hotboxing, and that's why they're fine. They're just hotboxing each other, and COVID can't live in that environment. Even COVID is like, this is too much. I need to sober up and fly right. That said, I'm so sorry, Jessica. I feel like I just like roasted a very kind family member, and it's not okay.
That is what a win.
It's you're sitting there the entire time being like, no more. And as soon as I stop, you're like, bring it on, motherfucker.
I do think Steve has to start going harder on these roasts, to be honest with you.
Well, he's roasting the state, not the person. That's just the state they live in or the region. But hey, it's all right. I get what you're doing. It's a fine line, Steve. You can't
He's
I'm
not
walking
sticking
the
to the
fine
bit,
line.
Ben. You're right.
I don't want to actually hurt anybody's feelings. We love these people. Like, why would I
People can take a joke. People, we make fun of each other constantly on this show, and we still
also, and
at least
according-
mildly like
according
each
to-
other.
And according to Ben, me saying that someone is extremely high is a compliment. So it's hard for him to see this as a roast.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, you can't be like, they have so much fun and everything's giggly and happy. Idiot.
But to me, it's weird. 'Cause I
Look,
don't smoke.
I'm not saying Jessica masturbates too much, but look at her wrist.
I'm not actually smoking the other 22 hours, just so you know.
I'm not saying Jessica's very horny, but look at her head. I'm not saying she was touched by an angel, but the Pope is peeking in through her window. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you know what? I'm not going to apologize because I didn't do this nearly as mean as Ben did. All right, but no, I always saw this tier as like me roasting someone isn't a big deal. The thing that makes this tier important is that I never apologize to anyone, and I'm doing so on this tier. So
I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that?
I'm very sorry, Jessica. I'm extremely sorry. We love you very much, and you smoke as much as you want, and you live in as boring of a place as you want. It's perfectly fine.
Whoa, Steve, calling you boring was a little much.
All right, I'm gonna go away now.
Love you, Jess.
Love you, Jess.
How about let's do a couple generals and then we can get to the Sklar's set.
Perfect.
We
Love it.
had Alexander Breyer tip the show and then gives me a goddamn Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I ever put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter, but a bit of a better butter will make my batter better. So 'twas better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter.
What's weird about that? Rachel, I'm looking at the same tip and it just says great show, guys.
I'm also now having kind of an existential moment. Is bitter batter an option? Is that why, Carmel? I don't know. It's not that.
Hey, updated news. SCOTUS just tossed the lawsuit. It's gone.
Yes.
Yay.
And there's a representative that is calling on all 106 House members that are supporting overturning the election to be not seated in the next Congress because that is actual sedition, actual acts against our country. It's straight up being a traitor. So that won't go anywhere, but it's nice someone's finally framing it correctly.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's also funny, by the way, that Sam Levine asked the 20 House Republicans from Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Michigan that had joined the amicus brief whether or not they thought their own re-election was tainted by the fraud, and none of them responded.
But they did say that all the other states' ones were. They are a bunch
of course.
Bunch of pussies. Bunch of pussies. I love how they call us betas, but there's no bigger group of betas than the Republicans in our government that just do whatever the fuck Donnie tells them to do. Yes, sir. Can I have another, please?
My favorite thing, though, is the New California thing. When they were like, on behalf of New California. So a lawyer who's soon to be disbarred joined the brief on behalf of the state of New California, an entity that doesn't exist. And join the brief on that. And I love it because if you look at the map of what they want New California to be, good luck with your shitty desert. Go for it. Good luck with your $4 GDP.
This has been the recurring segment, Steve Hofstetter Geography Humor.
It's actually, a lot of it is the mountains of California, which makes sense because that's where we keep the snowflakes.
Very nice.
Great.
On that note, I would love to introduce, if I may, Bauer, should I do it or do you want to do it?
Go for it.
I'd love to introduce our special guest today that will be gracing us with some stand-up comedy performance right about now. You know them from Glow, from Better Call Saul, from Cheap Seats, from Dumb People Town, tomorrow night at nowherecomedyclub.com. You can get your tickets. It is Jason and Randy Sklar, everybody.
Great to be back on the show. I love being on the show. Everybody is, I think we're getting to a point of fatigue with the lockdowns, and that's a bad sign because there's going to be a lot more time, and so people are trying to find workarounds for it, especially for older people. Randy and I covered a story on our daily podcast about, is it a Japanese company? Yeah, I can't remember. They're building sex robots for the elderly, which great idea on paper. I love this idea on paper. It's just like companionship you want it to be safe. You don't want to give your nana or your grandparents COVID. But just if ever you tried to help your grandparents program in the old days of VCR, this is a disaster. This will end your relationship with your parents. Just you going like, Mom, you have to scroll down to preferences. No, you're in the wrong. You got to go to D. Face sitting. Right? You're all the way down in F. Get up to D. No, she went down to 50. She got to go up. She's just. I think that autocorrect on my iPhone has also been beaten down by the pandemic because it's correcting whenever I try to type the word and, it corrects it to ABD. Mine is so now, and it's corrected it so many times that I'm like, wait, are you just like the guy who's supposed to be doing it? Because I'm imagining it's a guy is just in his bed and just reaching out and tapping numbers, or is he given up on life too? Or worse, we feel like autocorrect is just basically QAnon. So if we say the lie, if we say that ABD is and enough, if you try and type and in, it's like, no, it's ABD. It's ABD. Fuck you, and then that comes out as FJRK. I'm like, God damn it. What? So we're wondering what businesses are going to survive once the pandemic is done. Like, who makes it that were on the edge as we went into this thing going in, and it's kind of a moment where we've all taken stock in the things that we have, and you say, okay, I don't wear we've all looked through our closet, we're like, I didn't like this, I haven't worn this sweater for 8 years, gone out of it. I feel like we need to do that with the businesses. I drove by and I literally had a moment where, like, how did this ever become a restaurant? I drove by a Long John Silver's. You're like, okay, Long John Silver's business plan was, let's take the shittiest food item from a regular fast food. The one item that the person who like is not allowed to eat is like, that's the thing I'm gonna get. The thing that no one else wants at McDonald's. And let's make that our entire business. We'll build a whole restaurant. No, people aren't gonna like that. So no, we'll get them with the logo. The logo is a pirate. And we're like, do pirates fish? I don't think pirates I've never seen a pirate. What does a pirate do? A pirate steals your money and then leaves you for dead, just like Long John Silver. All right. Or not naked. So Jay gave his son, when his son turned 11, a year ago, my son just turned 12, but when my son turned 11, I gave him, my wife and I gave him a cell phone, which no parent. By the way, like, that's the age, but I'm not an asshole. I'm not doing that at way too young of an age. There are kids who he knows who've had it earlier, and then there are kids who you hold out for longer, but 11's kind of the middle range. No parent is happy about that moment when you give your kid a cell phone. Talk to any parent who's like done it. That moment is they talk about that moment that they give their kid a cell phone like they're talking about putting their own parents in hospice. Like, it's the same conversation. We held out as long as we could. We tried. Sometimes I'll just walk into his room and sit there just to let him know that I'm still in his life. I mean, we don't talk. I know I'll read to him while he's just scrolling through the phone. Someone should probably go and flip him. I don't want him to get bed sores. That's true. And slowly say goodbye. So that was at 11. Now at 12, he wanted Instagram. So, and again, you can't stop it. You can't stop the body rock when it comes. Like, if the apps are coming and it's like a 5-on-0 break in hockey, and you're a goalie and you just kick rebounds out and they just keep coming at you. So yes, so we decided to get, and I thought for a moment, I was like, you know what? I'm going to approach this in a positive way. I'm going to be positive about giving him Instagram, and I gave him Instagram and then immediately regretted it. Like, the second as it was opening on his phone, I'm like, oh God, I've made a horrible mistake. It's terrible. And so I was like, I have to somehow destroy this. I can't take it away. So Randy and I kind of talked about the best way to do this. And so what we landed on is, I need to treat Instagram like it's like a thank you note that I want him to write to a relative. So I do the most parenting things. I have to parent the shit out of Instagram. David? Your Uncle David's on Instagram. You gotta follow him. You better start liking some of his neighbors. I follow both of you. And he wrote a very nice comment on your skateboarding photo, and you didn't even like it. You gotta put and I don't like that rap song you put over the thing, because later in the song there's an N bomb. They drop an N bomb. I know that's. I don't care that it's. I don't care. I don't want to be cool. See, now I'm confident. I'm like, I can fucking ruin Instagram for him. So much. I mean, the other thing about the pandemic, and this is like, we balance this thing about like, how much do we want to get on our kids, because it is hard for them. This pandemic is hard. They're not having a childhood. So when he wants to get on Fortnite for like 11 hours, you know, it's like he's hanging with friends, and so I don't really want to say no to it. But, and by the way, I don't hate Fortnite. I don't hate the game. You don't hate the game. I hate the player. I literally hate my It feels so good to say it loud enough for him to hear it through my white walls. He can't hear you. He's got a headset on. On Instagram, he doesn't care. So, did you write to your Uncle David on Instagram? DM him. He knows when you're talking to him. All right. Here is what I hate about Fortnite, okay? I hate how uncool I sound when I'm trying to tell him to get off the game, which is all the time. Because before we had kids, we're like, we're gonna be the cool parents. I'm gonna be the cool. Look at our job. Look at this mustache. Like I look like the father of a porn star. Look at that. I'm cool. Don't make us sound uncool. Don't make me uncool by what I have to do, Fortnite. So because I hear myself all day long. I'm like, dude, you got to get off the game. Get off the game. Please get off the game. Please go outside for 2 minutes.
This isn't a fucking casino.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Just get to know your sister. She's awesome.
Amazing.
She's an amazing person.
Your sister just said her first sentence to your mother. She said, "Am I an only child?"
Get off.
That is. So I said to Randy, I said, look, I feel like Fortnite has defeated me as a cool person. Not that I'm the coolest person in the world, but it's definitely turned me into an uncool person.
I was like, I think you're going about the wrong way. You are pushing him to get off the game. Maybe you push him in the opposite direction. Maybe you push him to become an esports champion.
See, I kind of like this because didn't some kid win like $3 million playing Fortnite?
Yes.
Okay, so if my son can win $3 million playing Fortnite, he can support my family.
He can support my family.
I'd even let him support Gleib. And he doesn't even have because I'm generous. But even better, how about this? I ride him so hard in the game and want him to become so good at the game that I burn him out on the game in like a month.
Great idea.
I love this idea. So I might try this tonight at like 2 a.m, just bust into his room and be like, what are you doing, bro?
Sleeping.
I thought you liked Fortnite.
Let's go.
Get the fuck
up.
up.
Let's go.
Come on. Russian servers are up, bitch. Let's do this.
Let's go.
How many kills you got today? 3? 3? There's an autistic kid down the street with 11, okay?
What are you doing?
He wants it. He doesn't know he wants it, but he wants it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
The Sklar brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sklar brothers, Randy, Abida, Jason, Sklar. Tip jar is open if you want to throw in your tips. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube. And most importantly, you can see them live at the Nowhere Comedy Club hosting Dumb People Town tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, it's going to be such a great show. We've got the guys from The Dollop who are so funny.
Dave Anthony, Gareth Reynolds.
And it's such a good podcast. And then we've got what I consider to be he's definitely the fastest rapper out there, but he's one of the best rappers that we've become fans of, Mac Lethal out of Kansas City.
So he's going to do his version.
He did a lot of famous YouTube like raps where he raps so quickly while an iPhone was running so you could tell that it was in actual time, but he raps so fast. So he's going to do his version of our theme song and 3 originals, and he's going to play the games with us, and it's going to be so much fun.
And we've secured our guests for the next one that we are going to do on
Saturday, January 16th.
So we're going to announce that tomorrow night, and it is a big one.
And their guests so far have already been John Hamm, Jim Gaffigan, Tennis, the band, and Mike Birbiglia. It's been
Mike
insane.
Doty from Soul Coughing.
And Mike Doty from Soul Coughing. It's been nuts.
It's been so fun so far. We've loved doing it. And if you want to just come and, it's like this, the fun that we have on this show, and you guys have such a good time on this show. It's why we love doing it so much. Same thing, same attitude. It's if you love this, you'll love the other show. I mean, I look at someone like Tam who has like come to the pre-show hangs or the post-show hangs. We love it. I love seeing you there, and you've been to all of them. So, but of course we came to you from this show, but you can attest to the fact that it's very similar in terms of how much.
Yeah, you might even say it's like it's their second family.
And
please take a bow.
I've been sitting on that one this entire
And Gareth Reynolds, by the way.
Going with this to the point where this isn't a funny joke anymore, I'm going to be really upset.
It's like a second family.
It's like a second family.
Gareth Reynolds, by the way, who's one half of the Dollop podcast, he and I started our careers together. We were both on The Real Wedding Crashers. We auditioned together and had our network test for NBC together. It's on YouTube. He's one of the funniest human beings I've ever met in my life.
Ever.
He's just hilarious. And so it's going to be a very, very funny night.
And their podcast, The Dollop, if anybody hasn't checked it out, it's worth a check out. It's so good. They basically, at Dumb People Town, we take the dumbest stories that have happened recently and we break them down and riff on them. They take historical events of tremendous stupidity and break those down. So it feels very much in the same kind of breath and spirit too. So it'll be really I like that.
Very cool. I will say
Rachel.
this, guys. I pride myself on never being offended by a joke ever, and I've never felt disrespected in my life. But that Long John Silver's joke, fuck you guys. That place is
Oh, I'm
amazing.
sorry.
You really came after my whole heritage and everything, man. Like, there's nothing better than do you get the extra crunchies? If you don't get the extra crunchies, you're not even doing Long John Silver's right. I don't know what you're doing. They take the pieces that fall off the fish and they'll give you a basket of it. It's amazing.
Yeah, you know who I'm trying to kill you. You know who I would never trust making my fish sandwich? Jack Sparrow. So
And not only is a pirate their logo guy, their mascot, but the whole chain looks like it was designed by a 9-year-old with crayons. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look real.
It's
I would
literally by the.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, it's literally like they serve you Long Johns. Like that's
Right.
what's in it.
No, I would expect Long John donuts. I'd be psyched. But literally, I would trust Willie Stargell to make my fish. That's a pirate. I really
I tell you
I'd,
two things.
I'd rather eat at a fast food place called Centrum Silvers.
Two things. One, people always ask me to eat fish. I say the only fish I like is Long John Silver's, and I'm not sure that's fish. And secondly, one time Chrissy and I were at my mom's house for Thanksgiving. We're at Thanksgiving, and when you leave my mom's house, you can turn right to go to the highway, or you can turn left to go down the main kind of drag by my mom's house. And I turned left, and Chrissy goes, my girlfriend goes, I know this is going to sound terribly weird, but would it be crazy if we went through the Long John Silver's drive-through right now? We just had Thanksgiving dinner. And I said, that's why I turned this direction, and then we made out. That's how I knew she was my son.
God.
The car was still moving too.
He had sex with her and he came tartar sauce.
No.
Okay.
That is true, and one of these days, Bowers will become tartar sauce. So it's about to happen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get graphic. That is terrible on a Friday afternoon. Like, I don't know if there's a parrot on Long John Silver's like shoulder. There's a parrot there. Yeah, there's a parrot. First of all, Silver, very Jewish name for a pirate. You know the Silvers. He's coming over and don't say anything about his bad leg. Yeah. You know, his bad leg. And no, but they do, the parrot on the shoulder is misleading because you would expect them to serve fried parrot on the menu.
Yes.
Parrot nuggets? Come on, bro.
Bowers is so into Long John Silver's until the restaurant comes into view. He is short John Silver's, and then bang.
And it comes
Rachel, do we have any tips coming in?
Not my family.
We do. You want me to stop this? We had a funny comment from Chris Jacobs. He said, if they both had mustaches, would we call them the Super Sclario brothers?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look at my phone because someone made a poster of that, and I know maybe someone will draw that. But as you're talking, I want to find the picture of it so I can show you guys because it was
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh,
In that meantime, I need to say goodbye because I'm a Dumbo who doesn't understand when these shows are, and I stupidly double booked myself at 4:00. So I have to go and do a Jewish thing.
Second family.
It is true. He's only had 170 episodes to get the schedule correct.
Yep. I'm very, very dumb. I don't have to do Jewish
Honestly,
things a lot.
When you have a second family, the holidays are the worst scheduling times because there's only one Christmas day. You know, that's why it's great to have 8 days of Hanukkah. At least you can go 4 and 4. But like, yeah, no, it's
That's okay. I've just got to go on a quick business trip. But the point is, thank you guys. How much fun. Please check out Dumb People Town tomorrow night. And then my first episode of Last Week on Earth out in a very long time is out tomorrow. It'll be out, and I take current events and break it down. So it's like the third leg of the 3 podcasts we just talked about. And You're the Game Show Sunday. Please check it out. Love you guys. Have a happy rest of your fucking Fan Fridays. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Saturday, we have a show in the morning, Ben.
Awesome. See you there at 3 Pacific.
All right, let's finish up some tips. So Gus Walsh tipped the Sklar brothers $5 and said, "I love you guys so much."
Thank you. Love you.
Tam tipped $6.51 and said, to be split between the Sklars, my petty revenge for the sex robot for the elderly visual.
You gotta scroll down. You are in fisting.
Grandma, have you tried turning it on? Turn it on.
You know how to turn it. She knows how to turn it off, but she does not. There it is, guys. By the way,
Backfired.
That is fantastic. Now make sure your son likes that picture.
I will. All right.
Let's see. We also had Technics tip for the Sklar persons, child phones, and elder care. Laugh out loud. Alexander Breyer tipped the Sklar people, persons, individuals. I don't know. Always hilarious. Matthew Plummer, $10 for the Sklar brothers. Conditional on you taking back those hurtful words that you said about cilantro. Hilarious as always.
Fair. I agree. I'm with you. At least one of us is with you.
I'm with you on cilantro, but not Long John Silver's. That's where I draw the line.
Long John cilantro would be great, though. They just cilantro. Fish with cilantro. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Deep fried cilantro. I'd love it.
Andrea Gordon, $10. Sklar, sometimes I hear my brother playing online say, no, that was my roommate. And I scream, bitch, this is my house and I'm your little sister. Get your life together.
Yeah.
That is great.
Marion White, $10. Thanks, Jason and Randy. Always a delight.
Thank you. We love
Nicole Byrne, $5. Don't let anyone tell you that mustache isn't cool. Thanks for the laughs.
I love it. Thank you. That's a good call. Yeah, I'm into it.
Mary L, $20. These are for the brothers. Thanks for the laughs.
Thank you so much, Mary. That's awesome.
And then we had some generals. Mary L tipped the show, $20. We had Jonathan S tipped the show and said, super sticker, Jack Sparrow making a fish sandwich.
Nice. I like this new super sticker thing for the tips. I enjoy this. Just describe what the super sticker would be. I appreciate that.
Technics tipped the show and says, thank you to Ben Bowers, Queen Rachel, and Steve the Hofstetter. You guys are the best thing about 2020. I appreciate your work and thank you for sharing it with all of us for free. I love you guys.
You guys are great.
You're here.
That is both incredibly sweet and also being told you're the best thing about 2020 may or may not be a compliment.
Yeah.
I'll take it as a compliment. Look, I'll be the best thing of something. I don't care.
It's a compliment, but
You were the best thing about the Holocaust. I mean it.
If I got a choice of being the best of one thing, I mean, you know.
You have this. You have the lightest mustache of every woman at this Russian bathhouse.
I'm the skinniest person in a Golden Corral 4 times, and it's felt good. That's
Randy, I've been told that.
Good.
We also had Jessica Keibel in the front row tip you guys $50 and said, welcome to the vagaries of parenting teenagers today. At this juncture, I just walk into his room and tell him, you will give me the Xbox physically in my hands at 10 p.m. He was much better about it until puberty, which comes next.
Oh my God. That is great. I might have to have her come over and do a quick intervention.
Yeah, please. Just be on speed dial.
Yeah.
We also had, let's see, Ron Gould had a movie idea, The Prestige, but with the Sklars, and then they swapped the glasses to live in each other's lives.
Solid call. But then they cast Mark Feuerstein to play both of us.
What? Why?
I love the idea that like, who would play you guys in the movie? Be like, we would.
The Sklar Brothers starring Mark Wahlberg as the Sklar.
You kind of like it. All
Well,
right.
we know it's not going to be Shia LaBeouf. That much.
I like the idea that like Mark Wahlberg plays one of you and Shia LaBeouf plays the other.
That's right. Their interpretation of it. It's like the Dylan movie.
Yeah, it
where,
was like that. I'm not there. Yeah.
Anyone can play us.
Anyone
like,
can be Dylan.
you know, Charlize Theron can
Well,
play.
I mean,
Kate Winslet.
after Greg Kinnear and Matt Damon played conjoined twins, I think we can do anything, right? Doesn't it?
Right. It's all possible.
Okay,
Rachel,
to
caught up?
finish up, no. So we had Zara tip the Sklars and said, "We love you," or "I love you guys. When dealing with sex robots and the elderly, you don't want to pull the wrong plug."
They all.
That's a tag. That's a good tag. We might have to find a way to work that in with your. Oh yeah, nice. That's a great joke. Thank you for having a little comedy match in there. Beautiful.
We had Rochelle Alston tip the show $25 to anyone that can teach Ben how to eat string cheese without taking massive bites.
Yes, yes. That bothered me as well. I didn't think it was the point of the show to interrupt for it because other stuff was going on, but that very much bothered me.
Yeah.
String cheese is string. You don't just eat the cheese. It's ridiculous.
I take bites.
What the fuck?
No!
Dude. I tear it sometimes too. It just depends on my mood.
What do you?
I've never had it.
You never had it? Oh,
Baby, this is a
Never
deal breaker.
squabble.
I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't.
I said I tear it. I didn't say I take bites. I said I tear it. I don't take bites. What kind of psychopath do you think I am?
I'm trying to think of like the equivalent of like what other horrible ways there are to eat food. Like you just open a thing of yogurt and just drink it. Like what do you?
Bite ice cream.
Yeah, I think if you ate a hot dog from the middle, like a sandwich.
You ate a hot dog like some people eat a corn on the cob. Just
Yeah. Yes.
We should do a game at some point. The worst ways to eat food. Like how do you?
Ice cream with a fork.
Yeah.
Just come on, don't.
Yep.
Yep. Knife and fork on pizza. Trump did that.
Terrible.
No.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Absolutely.
Let's do a
Wings
couple
with a
and then...
spoon. Sorry.
That's all right. So I'll get through some of these generals and then let's do Leedy auction.
Well, we haven't done Anna's two truths either.
That's true too.
Yeah. Unless
the
you want to do
Technics tipped the show and said the Jessica Keibel, the artsiest, heartsiest, big love, fartsiest. He didn't say fartsiest. I just added that. I love you, Jess. Kent Benny Lenny tipped the show in Krona again and says being stoned is why the banana made sense to me.
That's not the first time that's been said.
We had Rita O'Donnell tip the show and say great show. Stephanie Toth. Watching Steve's heckler videos have made my work days on phone so much better. I wish I could talk to clients like the way he talks to people in clubs.
Well, I appreciate that, but just a heads up, they would not be clients anymore.
And that is why I'm not allowed to talk to them like that.
Yeah. Some of those clubs aren't even clients of mine anymore.
Let's do one more. Gerald Murphy tipped the show $100 and said, Steve, thanks for coming to my company gig in Long Branch, New Jersey last year. I missed the monthly calls. Thanks for keeping up the sanity for everybody.
Hell yeah, Jerry. Thank you much. Much appreciated. We miss you too. Come on back to the Patreon if you can.
Okay, let's do, you guys want to do two truths and a lie with Anna?
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome.
I'm good at this game, obviously.
I like that Ben left. He already lost. Ben already lost.
That's true. Yeah, let's get Sklar's.
We'll jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he sent me his proxy. He said number 3 was a lie.
Okay. She's suffering.
All right.
Okay. So I have shaken the hands of 2 U.S. presidents. One of my ancestors was married to King Henry VIII, and I once saw Pauly Shore looking through porn.
Wait, you were looking through porn and saw Pauly Shore, or you saw him looking through porn?
He was looking at porn.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is it a Starbucks?
He missed the Pauly Shore porn. That'd be good. All right, so
Let me
All
ask,
right.
is this at the public library? Just wondering. Wi-Fi, guys. Anyway.
All right. Well, I think okay. So you said your ancestor was related to Henry VIII.
Married to King Henry VIII.
Married to King Henry VIII. Okay, but that was which of the two families? Your first family or second family?
I thought you were testing her King Henry VIII knowledge to see if she was full of shit or not. Don't examine. That's not how the game works. I thought the whole reason. No, okay. So one of your offspring. Wait, one of your ancestors. Oh, because he can only have daughters. That's why he kept cutting off the heads of his wives, right? Because they wouldn't give him sons, so that you could still have an ancestor.
He had one son.
I thought they were saying they didn't have any kids, but okay, so that one could be true. Shaking hands, 2 presidents. I got to see if you look like you've met Carter. No, that's too old. I'm going to say that's the lie. You haven't shaken the hand of 2 presidents. You've only shaken the hand of 1 president. Or no presidents. I guess that's the rule, right? I'm going with the president's one. Steve, what you got?
The third one is definitely true because we've all seen that. Who amongst us has not? All right. Okay, so the first, I think one of the first 2 is the lie because they're both badass, and so it's the question of which of the badass things, which is the thing that is true about your identity, and I'm gonna go with the first one is true because that's you, not your family, and I think so. The first one is true. The Henry VIII thing is not true, although it might have said that on like a weird 23andMe thing, but it's not true. Just so you know, it's not true. I say the second one's a lie. Henry VIII is a lie.
All right, Sklar, who's the lie for you guys?
Okay. I think you could have shaken the hands of 2 presidents at one event if it was Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
Ooh.
So I mean, that's where I think that's real. What was the third one?
Hey, we don't know Biden's president yet. God damn it! Wait for the. No, now you. I tell you what, this goddamn media, fucking, the media does not make the president.
Is that the Long John Silver's talking? Stop it.
Bowers just got. Oh, that was the irresponsible thing. That's what CNN should be doing this whole fucking time.
I think it's the ancestors. I think it's the Henry VIII. Because I mean, a lot of people have seen Polytron. I think you can relate to Henry IV, but not the eighth. The eighth is pushing it. Fourth works, but the eighth is pushing it. So we think the middle.
Right. Which one?
I think Henry VIII as well.
So, the lie is that I have not shaken the hands of 2 U.S. presidents. I would have if it hadn't have been for Trump cheating. So, would have been both Clintons.
Oh,
I know Ben doesn't like the little gray areas, but
had you phrased it as have I shaken the hands of 2 people who've won the popular vote in presidential elections, then would have.
Yeah, I shook Al Gore's hand, so another person who won the popular vote that was not president.
His palms are sweaty, and that's an inconvenient truth about him. That's true.
That is very true. But it's because of climate change.
It is. I was going to say it's because of his second family.
He did have a second family. That's great.
that was really good. So it was. Oh man.
So you're related to Henry VIII, or you're?
Yeah. So actually, I did misspeak. I'm related to Catherine Howard.
Wow.
So unfortunately, yeah, one of the ones with the sad ending. But
yeah, well, Steve thinks that guy's badass, so I don't know what to tell you.
No, I'm saying it's a badass story.
He cut off your friend's head, but he thinks he's a badass.
Her friend's head. First of all, it was her ancestor. Second of all, no, I'm saying it's a badass story. It is a badass story.
Sure.
Yeah. The idea that you're descended from the head of Catherine Howard.
Not in a direct line, but.
No, it probably bounced a little bit to the side before. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm on a roll, but I'll stop.
Thanks, Anna, so much.
Thanks, Anna. I appreciate it. Before we do the Leedy thing, the Leedy auction, I want to say that the last Leedy auction, where Dana bought the Gus Walsh, or the budget chicken over the head, boombox over the head, she sent it to Gus. So Gus, for the chicken suit, got the payment. He sent me a picture today with him in the chicken suit with a boombox over his head. So he appreciates that, Dana. So thanks so much for sending that to Gus. All right.
That's really cool.
Yeah, very cool. So are you ready for an auction?
It's Leedy Doodle auction. It's Leedy Doodle auction.
Can I sing the song, by the way, when it comes time? I want to sing the song.
Sure.
Please don't do that.
No, it's
Okay.
fine.
Oh.
What Steve has in store. All right, this is the one up for auction. It is the SDSC as Cowboys, although Cowbees is how we pronounced it that day. If you will. There's a SDSC wanted poster, which I have like roughed up. I think I put tea on it or something to try to make it look all brown. You can't tell from my camera, but it looks very old timey.
Cool.
Love it. All right, let's start the bidding of that one. That's a pretty impressive one. Let's start the bidding of that one at 75.
All right.
And then add $5 for shipping too, by the way. So you can auction or bid or whatever on YouTube, on Facebook, and then in the Zoom chat. So Bowers, you want to kick us off?
Dave Adler already said $50. Is it signed? It's gonna be, what's that say?
Yeah, it'll be signed. Rachel's a murderer.
Brian O'Connor is $80. $80 from Brian O'Connor. Do I hear $90? We're gonna go $10 things. Do I hear $90? Remember, this is a wanted poster teabagged by Leedy, so it's gonna be great. 100 from Adler. Adler from 100 for a
Adler and Jonathan S. Jonathan S is at 100 as well. So do we hear 110? 110 for the Leedy Doodle. Rachel
Adler's
is
at
a murderer.
Adler's at 110.
Yeah, Rachel, you should bid on this because it's evidence.
I also would like to.
LJ Mutz, 120. We got 120 from LJ Mutz. 120. Do we have 130 somewhere? 130 somewhere. LJ's got 120. Do we have 130?
And wait, and Bowers' belt buckle says SDSC?
Yes, Bowers' belt buckle says SDSC.
I mean, I would never wear a belt buckle. I'm too fat for that, and my stomach would hang over and would cut into the bottom of it. But I do appreciate you thinking that I had the kind of stomach you could wear a belt buckle. That's awesome.
So, I mean, Bowers also, you're not going to ride a horse.
I have ridden.
Current high bidders, we've got LJ Mutz at 120, and Courtney also in the YouTube chat's 120. So we needed to go to 130. So we have 130.
130.
130.
Yeah, Kybal.
Yes, 130. I'm glad because Brian O'Connor said maybe I could ride a cow, not a horse. Fuck you, Brian. I've tried to
I saw that in the chat and I thought it was funny, but I was like, I can't be the one to read that.
No, that'd be too mean from you. 120 or just 130. Just is it 130 to wear one?
We got Courtney. Courtney at 140 in the YouTube chat. Courtney, no last name.
LJ's at
Not
150.
long
LJ Mutz 150. 150 from LJ. Do we have anybody going 160? 160. 160. We got 150.
We don't have
from
160
LJ.
yet, but we do have Andrea Gordon complimenting suspenders. So going once.
160.
Jess
160,
with
Jessica
160.
Kybal.
160 with Jess.
Jessica
Okay.
Kybal.
Coming in 160. Do I hear 170? Adler 170. Come on, you want this. I know you want this. It'll go with all your other stuff.
Leedy, would you be able to shrink that down and put it on like the cover of a DVD for Adler?
People have already seen this picture than have seen any of Adler's DVDs.
By the way, LaBelle in the chat also just said that
160.
Wait, LaBelle just said that hearing Bowers say, I know you want this, makes it need an adult.
So we're at 160.
170. 170 we've got from Courtney. 170 in the YouTube chat. Courtney, no last name. 170.
Anybody with 180? Anybody with 180?
Wow, that's so exciting. Sorry.
I love that.
I'm sorry, I don't watch the show. What number are we at?
180. Jess, I'm gonna go
180.
180 to win. 180. Jess is at 180. Anybody gonna go 190? 190. 200 from LJ. LJ went to 200.
Woo!
I love the process of watching over the course of the last 6 months, watching Leedy slowly learn to value her work.
Oh,
True. My prices used to be like $15 and they've shot up exponentially. And it's because of you guys. You guys give me confidence. I love you people.
You're the talent, Lades. Take it.
What do you mean, you people?
Oh.
Thank you for distracting us from that wholesome moment, Steve.
That's my job. I take wholesome moments and I make them weird.
Jason and Randy, you're trying to say something real quick, guys. Go ahead, guys.
I sadly have to go because I have to take my son to a thing with his friend. So I appreciate you guys so much. This show is the best. We love you guys. Can we pitch our two joke? Make a movie more Hanukkah?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
This show is amazing. Those drawings are amazing, and I'm so glad your work is valued. Here's the two that we had. I had the sand lot key. I had guilt of a woman. Hoo-ha! Also a few good menorahs. Love you guys. Thank you for letting
me.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you next time.
See you tomorrow.
We'll watch their show tomorrow at Nowhere. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So,
so we've got LJ Mutz at 200, but then Jessica Keibel's come in the message and 220. 220 to Jessica Keibel.
We got over 220.
220. That is.
Oh my gosh, another relic. This was when Steve's hair was that short.
Oh, holy shit.
That's hilarious.
I thought that was Steve from the future, but turns out it was just when he shaved his head. LJ's at 240. 240. Oh my god.
240. That's $60 a host.
240. That's the record.
LJ coming in. 240.
Do I hear 250? Do I hear 250? 240 going once.
250.
250.
Just because you said it like that, Rachel.
By the way, Brian O'Connor just asked if Ben was in the image. Yes, he is in the. Ben is in the distant background, just like this episode.
He was late. He was
I'll tell
late
you
to the
why.
picture.
I can tell you why.
LJ 265.
It's because Ben is the hardest person to draw out of all of you. I can say that because he's not here. He's so hard to draw, so I threw him in the background.
That hurts my feelings, Leedy. That hurts my feelings. That is some bullshit. What the fuck? I'm hard to draw? I have a weird face, I guess? Oh, okay. Fine.
Like when they first came out with three-way calling, and you'd call your friend and be like, "What do you think about Brian?" And then Brian on the other line listening. That's what this is like. That's amazing. This was a sting operation, Leedy, to see what you really felt about Ben's face.
What's so hard about this?
Ben, it means you're the most unique.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Bye.
So 265, LJ Mutz. 265.
That was the worst moment of my life.
Courtney Smith. Courtney Smith's at 270. Holy cow. This
300, Jessica Keibel. She just messaged me. And a foot rub.
And
the worst moment of Leedy's life brought to you by SDSC once more.
So Jessica Keibel, 300 and a foot rub. I think that means she has to give you leads a foot rub. I think that's what that means.
Nice. No?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
She's not gonna, she doesn't know how that, she doesn't know what that's about yet. She doesn't even know how amazing of an offer that is.
I'm so lonely. I'm fine.
All right.
Come do it.
We're 300 for Jessica. Has anybody got 310? LJ, you gonna go 310? You gonna go 310, LJ?
Courtney, 310. Nope. Sorry, I thought I saw something.
300 going once. 300 going twice.
5 more seconds so YouTube can catch
Keep your
up.
fingers.
What about me is hard to draw? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Sorry.
Ben, it's because you're too perfect.
Bye.
Courtney went up 305. Are we counting $5 bids? Sure. We'll do 305, 305.
But let's try to go 10 at a time if we can. All right. So 305. Do we have 315 anywhere? 315?
It's Hanukkah. Courtney wants it more than I do.
All right. 305.
All right.
For Courtney, LJ, you want to go 315? Going once.
305 going once.
Going twice.
Let the YouTube chat catch up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold.
Sold to Courtney.
And no foot rubs.
I just didn't know how I felt about a foot rub. I don't know. I had to think for a second. Like, I don't know.
Once you get a good one, you'll know. You just haven't gotten one yet. That's fine.
I mean, Pulp Fiction just played in my head, and I was like, is that sexual? I'm not sure. I don't know.
It doesn't have to be sexual.
With Tarantino, it is though. So.
It's like a nice back rub. It doesn't have to. Okay, it doesn't matter. Where are we at? I'm lost in what we're doing right now. So we're done with the leading auction. We got anything else we got to do?
I think we have a game.
All right, let's play the game.
We do, but I've got some generals to catch up on first. Nicole Byrne. It's a tongue twister. Tip the show $20. Chester chooses chestnuts, cheddar cheese, and chewy chives. He chooses them, and he chooses them, and he chooses them, and he chooses them. Though chestnuts, cheddar cheese, and chives, and cheery, charming chunks. Side note: democracy, fuck the world for the win.
Nice.
Wow.
I think what we're learning is Rachel's really good at pronouncing words. She understands what the words are. Her problem is that she doesn't understand what many words are. She sees a word and has never seen it. Doesn't know what it is. That's her problem.
Depends on the day. Marianne White tipped the show and said scientists were able to pin down that most cilantro haters as people with a shared group of olfactory receptor genes called OR6A2, then pick up on the smell of aldehyde chemicals. Aldehyde chemicals are found in both cilantro and soap. That's cool.
I gotta say, I'm against us learning things. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people can't smell. Some people only smell cilantro. I get it. It's a thing.
And some people's genes don't smell. Rachel, what do you got?
Sig Shiza tipped the show and said, I have high functioning autism and how I eat food annoys or freaks people out, but even I agree that it's wrong to bite string cheese. You hear that, Ben?
Hell yeah.
Zara Benning tipped the show. No cap, corn team, and community. Best thing about 2020 is that you've become my second family.
Aww, look at that.
Thank you.
What if you ate pizza backwards?
Well, that's called stuffed crust, and it's from Pizza Hut, and that's how you're supposed to eat. So, you know.
Still ruined the moment. That's all I wanted to do.
Oh, well, yeah.
Technics tipped the show. Background Ben beautifully bellowed belligerently.
Bowers' theory was correct.
No, belligerently does not. Very well. Anna tipped the show $25 and said, thanks for bringing joy to what is otherwise going to be a long, dark winter. We appreciate you, Anna.
Thanks, Anna.
And then I'll save the last tongue twister for later. So let's do the game.
All right, let's do it.
The game today is Hanukkah, a Christmas movie.
Hanukkah, Christmas movie.
Hanukkah, a movie.
Hanukkah, a movie. Sorry, Hanukkah, yeah, anything your little heart desires. Front row.
Hanukkah, a penis movie.
That would be, I would like that a lot. Front row, raise those blue hands. I did not grab any unpaids, so why doesn't Zara start us off?
Hey, I have two. I have the hand that rocks the dreidel.
Nice. God damn it.
And a dreidel to the grave.
Tam, go ahead.
Sorry, I had to delete one off my list.
Hell yeah.
String cheese.
Oh, someone turned off your camera.
I have grumpy old menorahs.
Nice.
Nice.
Case stock and dreidel.
Nice.
Maccabees movie.
Nice.
And Gelt Shorty.
By the way, Grumpy Old Men would also be a Hanukkah movie in my family.
Shannon Burke.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh, we can't hear you, Shannon.
You're not muted.
Your headset might not be connected.
Yeah. We'll come back to you.
We'll come back to you. Dave Adler.
All right. Well, I was kind of hoping that Ben was still here. He might be, but because I want to show one of my first Hanukkah gifts from when I was a kid.
Dave
But
Adler, do you want me to? Would you like me to talk shit about Ben so he comes back?
I actually still do have the whole thing.
Dave,
Whoa,
Dave,
props. I'm back. Well, show me again. I'm here.
Commodore VIC-20.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Dude, whenever somebody's got random props, that's like when a bell happens and an angel gets their wings. I immediately spring to life.
And games for it, radar, rat race, mole attack.
Dave, you live in New Jersey, right?
Nope, Binghamton.
Oh, Binghamton. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where you live that you have enough square footage to keep all of that in one place.
It's all of upstate New York. I have the room.
It's just between Binghamton and Ithaca is just Dave.
That definitely works. And so if this was a Hanukkah song, we'd have this. But so to the movies, I have like About Schmidt's First Hanukkah. The Girl Next Door and Her Menorah. Yes, officer, that's what I was looking at.
Oh my god.
And, so two more, but Just My Luck. This oil lasted very long. And the last one is if a baby boy was born during Hanukkah, 8 moil.
Oh my god. By the way, Dave, I love the idea that I think the Blockbuster Video in Binghamton went out of business and Dave just backed up a truck.
All
I also love the rap, you better Jew yourself in the music.
Shannon, how's your audio?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can.
Ode to Oi.
Nice.
Good luck, schmuck.
Also Hanukkah in my family.
Harold and Kumar schlepp to White Castle. And my last one is Austin Powers, the spy who schmutzed me.
Now we know why there are no Hanukkah movies. Oh my god! Why do you guys have
the movie?
Ben right now is frantically looking for his Girl Next Door DVD.
The Theory of Gelt.
Nice.
Any more?
Bill.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Bill.
We're gonna
Frankie.
Oh, hey, okay. Love this movie. Gefilte Fellas. And then the classic, The Sound of Matzahs. And Breakfast at Katz's Deli. And the last one is Latkes of Arabia. That's it.
LaBelle.
All right, so I have Dreidel Attraction. I have The Hurt Latka.
Nice.
And I have Minority Report.
Let's pause to show that Danny DeVito is now Fanny.
Fanny DeVito.
It's only a little taller than DeVito is in real life.
Okay. So I've got Dude, Where's My Dreidel? National Lampoon's Hanukkah House.
Nice.
Harry Potter and the Festival of Light. Honey, I Burnt the Latchkeys. I don't know if I said that right. And too sure, but I'll say it anyway. Don't be amazed to start furniture whilst lighting your menorah in the hood.
Nice. And by the way, can I just say that Harry Potter couldn't be a Hanukkah movie because they go to Hogwarts, and that's not okay.
And you didn't say it right, but Steve was a latke kid growing up, so.
Actually was. And also, we completely missed what Andrea saw in the chat. It's Fanny DeVito.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Jason, go ahead.
I only have one because the Sklar guys took two of mine. Actually, what are the odds? But I got Dre Deliverance.
Nice.
Jess?
I only have one left after all those. It's Donnie Dark Oy Vey.
Nice.
Skittles.
Hey, I have Elf loves his bagels and locks. And the hand that rocks the dreidel.
Nice.
Is there anyone else in our front row that has any? Just wave at me if you haven't done yours and you want to. I don't see anybody's. Okay, so these are the rest of the entries. We've got Jonathan S. Torah, Torah, Torah. Jonathan S. Judge Dreidel.
Nice.
I am the latke.
Oingo Boingo, long last name. Shalom Hal.
Shalom halal.
Oingo Boingo, long last name. Lucky Sevian.
Latka 7, probably.
Well, it's Sevivon.
Oh, Sivivan. That's how you say dreidel in Hebrew. Or
Oh
it's
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's another way of yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm half Israeli. I didn't even know that.
You've never heard the song the Sivivan Sov Sov Sov?
Yeah, I know the word. I didn't know what it fucking meant. I thought it meant 7.
You just thought someone with a stutter was saying 7?
Okay, careful.
Sorry, my apologies.
Gus Walsh. Gus Walsh. Dear Santa, I'm Jewish. Oingo Boingo, long last name. Swan Latke. Cass, the longest to Bishvat.
Tu Bishvat is it's the month. I love you guys are really looking up stuff about Hanukkah. I don't think everybody knew these things.
By the way, Leedy's tree is incredible. It's got all her ornaments are all of the things she got in the auction. It's the Gleib campaign button, stickers, and the Jeff Dye card, and the Dwayne Perkins Polaroid.
Tabor is on there too somewhere. Tabor's down here. There's your CD.
Oh, it's so cute.
Stop the Orange Monster. Victory Sip, which is something a couple people will get. Randy, Dwayne Perkins, Jeff Dye. It's a wonderful tree.
Love
It's your Christmas SDSC.
Zara tipped on behalf of Jeremy's game entry. Orion's Gelt.
Orion's Gelt. Instead of Orion's Belt.
Oh, there we go.
I like it. I thought it was funny.
Sorry, I butchered it. Amina Sala, Jojo Rabbi.
Un-Hanukkah movie of all time.
Amina Sala, Chal La La Land.
Chala Land.
La Land.
Chala Land is hilarious, by the way. These are really good jokes for me. I very much enjoy all of these.
And some for Ben, just a couple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doodoo Bean, Monty Python, and the Holy Schwitz. What the fuck is this one? Cass. Cloudy with a chance of suffaganyot?
Sufaganyot. That's jelly donuts. It's traditional food for.
Sufaganyot.
By the way, if you whoever's submitting these, if you are not Jewish, bravo.
And also, but just for the record, it's not like we're always eating bagels. Sometimes we eat bagel chips.
Amanasala. The Gelt Trip.
Nice.
Doo-doo Bean. The Bupkes Club. Bupkes? Bupkes? B-U-P-K-E-S? Bupkes?
Bupkes.
Bupkes. The Bupkes Club. FJB. Oi, brother, where art thou? Shannon Savage. Dreidel Attraction. Oh, wait, I might have already said these. Yeah, you already said those. Sorry. I think that's it.
All right. Got any more?
Yep, one more from Gus.
Okay.
Bat Manischewitz. Manischewitz? Bat Manischewitz. Not bot.
Manischewitz.
Bat Manischewitz.
By the way, can I just say that this game is conclusive proof that Rachel and I never dated?
Do you only date Jewish girls once in a while?
No, if anyone's dated me for long enough, they would know one of these words.
That's all of them.
All right. Wow, there's a lot of really good ones. I like.
Let me just quickly say that if anything's proof that Rachel did date Steve is that he really wanted her to celebrate Sukkot.
Ben, we're so glad you're back.
I don't know what Sukkot is. That a
Sukkot is a Jewish holiday, and he was trying to make a suck it joke, and yeah.
I was trying to make a suck it joke. It's spelled suck it, but I didn't pronounce it well. Goodbye, everybody.
It's all right. You rush Hashanah in it.
These bagel chips are yum, Kippur. Okay.
I liked Oi Brother, We're Out That. Shalom Hal. Minority Report. 8 Moyle was great. Jojo Rabbi was great, but I think I got to go with Gefilte Fellas. Gefilte Fellas is just really funny to me. I like those two G's. Rach, what's your favorite?
I had Gefilte Fellas, Harold and Kumar Schlepp to White Castle, but the last one just because it fucked with me so much. Bat Manischewitz.
Bat Manischewitz.
Manischewitz. That one. It's so good.
There you go, Ben.
Woo! I loved a lot of them. Oi, brother, where art thou? But I go with Dreidel Attraction.
Nice, Steve. Pick a winner.
Oh.
Or make a tie all the way around.
That it's very, very close. It's hard not to make it a tie because 8 Moyle is so close to the vote, but I'm giving it to Gefilte Fellas because it's just so ridiculous. Gefilte Fellas is the winner.
Very cool.
Wow.
Congratulations, Frankie Angles. Nice work.
Celebration.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool.
And if you're not Jewish,
I think we're there. I think we made it through, right?
your
Is it time for
evening
the
as
song,
well.
Ben? Is it time to sing the song so we can see what Leedy?
It's Leedy Druid time. It's Leedy Druid time. Time before Lee draws things, and then she is done.
Steve, you do yours now too. Steve wanted to sing the one today.
Let's see it.
I was gonna make it. It's Leedy Dreidel time. It's Leedy Dreidel time.
That's amazing.
She does make things out of clay. We saw that last episode.
True. It's now I don't know what to do with it. It's just sitting in my cupboard over there looking real weird. All right.
I think we're gonna eventually auction off the duck dick corkscrew. I think that's gonna go.
yeah.
If you want it, it's yours.
No, we're gonna auction it off. We're gonna auction it off, Lee. You're not giving that away. That's high art.
That's because this show makes dreams come true.
It does. Okay. First I have. It's actually they. I have Jason, ABD, Randy.
Nice.
I have the cool dad with that stash. I have Steve in the green screen and his fucked up fingers.
Did the green screen fall on my hand? What happened?
You were just born that way.
I woke up like this.
I feel like that in cursive over the top would be so good. I have the Bitter Betty thing, but I hid it behind Rachel's head so I didn't have to try to pronounce it either. I have Ben reading his note from Budget Chicken just sitting there. Budget Chicken video called me today. It's very cool. I have that was their electricity. How to end a conversation. I know your eyesight is getting worse, but you can't wear those. And then I have, one family fucks you.
Look at the wistfulness in his eyes.
And then I have finger twinsies.
Hell yeah.
And
I won, Tina.
How weird would their secret handshake be? It's like, oh god.
Their favorite Blues Traveler song is "The Hook Brings You Back."
My very last one is "Holiday of Penis."
He's getting too good at drawing those now. It's art for my heroes on Instagram.
Hey, wait, lady, put that one back up for a second. Because Christmas comes but once a year.
If that. Am I right, Carmel?
Ben's
Taylor
new
says-
nickname is Christmas.
Taylor said Dick the Halls. Jingle balls. Okay.
Nice. All right, Leedy, great job. Art for my heroes on Instagram. Follow Leedy around. Great job. We got anything else to catch up on, Rachel?
Yes, we do. So I missed. So Shannon did have a couple entries. The dreidel attraction, which I think I read, and then a latke to remember. This is a good one.
I like it.
We had Tam Brown tip the show for Rachel's sarcastic laugh. Never. Like it's always. Alexander Breyer tipped the show and said Irish wristwatch. And then there was two more, but I don't want to say them.
I'm actually seeing the tip, and she nailed it. That's exactly. Yeah, it said Wurstwash.
That's the first time, even when they dated, that Steve said, "I'm seeing the tip," and she nailed it.
Look, Ben's just happy because he got a new girlfriend. Put him back up on screen. That's Ben's new chick.
Check that chicken, Ben. Okay.
And then
It makes a sound.
Okay, and lastly, we had Jessica tip the show $100 and said, "I hope everyone has a peaceful Hanukkah celebration this evening, and if you're not Jewish, I hope that you enjoy your evening too." She's not talking to me. I'm very Jewish. Everybody else.
Obviously.
Thank you, Jess.
Thanks, Jessica.
Barely.
Thank you,
Very
Jess.
cool. All right. So where are we at? I'm a little lost. So Ben is plugged. The Sklar's left and they plugged. Steve, you got anything to plug?
Yeah. I had so much fun yesterday on the director's commentary show. There were two different times where I had to catch my breath. I was laughing so hard, and it is something that I want to do again. And so I'm going to do them at least once a month, maybe even twice. So be on the lookout for that. I will rotate who the guests are. And hopefully I will convince some of these people to be guests as well. And it'll be a ton of fun. So look out for that.
Cool.
I'd love to be a guest, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
I probably won't be, but I will be.
Just for the record, I offered Steve to be a guest yesterday. He turned it down.
I didn't know yet.
Well, yeah. Plus, we've never watched his clips, man, so we wouldn't know what they say.
That's also true.
I've got a show December 16th. I'm doing on Zoom somewhere. I will post all that stuff and have information, but I don't have the link yet. So December 16th, I'm doing a show somewhere. I don't know where. All right. So we caught up, Rach?
We're caught up.
Well, thank you, audience, for being here for Fucking Fan Friend Friday. We love you. We're glad you're here. Thanks.
Fuck the fan's friend?
Fucking
This is
friend.
all friends?
Flub a word Friday.
Fuck our family Friday. I don't know what it is. I got Anyway, we love you. We'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. Hopefully, I will not be as hungover as I was last week because I almost died last week, so I'll be good. Rach, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Maybe just don't drink tonight. Maybe just don't drink tonight.
You know, do real solutions, okay? I don't want bullshit solutions that aren't realistic. You know, you can try to drink less, quit drinking sooner, but come on. Anyway, Rach, anything else?
Last thing is we did schedule the Patreon hang for this month. It's the 23rd. It's a Wednesday after the show. So if you're not in the front row VIP or above, you still have time to join. We're going to do stuff a little differently this time. So I'll throw the message in the YouTube chat or the link.
And if you want to join the Patreon, it's patreon.com/SDSC. So do the Patreon. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon Pacific. Love you.
By the way, out of context, if the authorities ever raid Bauer's apartment and they just see a paper that just says / on it with a bunch of underlines, they're going to be afraid. I did not submit any of my my game entries. I just
I forgot.
I Hanukkah'd 3 Christmas movies. Instead of Bad Santa, I have Worse Santa. I have Miracle on Delancey Street. And the Hanukkah classic Shelf.
I had one. How the Grinch Stole the Dreidel.
I had 3 Jewish Star Wars. Home Alone, because I guess my children don't love me anymore. And One Flew Over the Kugel's Nest.
And what are you doing to that chicken?
I don't know. I'll tell you this much. This chicken gets better and better. Good night, everybody.
Chicken!